Something that occurs to me when I think about you is I wonder how nice it is, or how good a moment it was to be shouted out in a Wu-Tang song.
Wow. That's forever ever.
He changed when we just asked him that.
Yeah, because that's forever ever. Like, my
Yeah.
eyes pop out because I was like, come on, man, a Wu-Tang Clan saying my name. I'm in my 50s now, and, you know, and people still come up to me with that. You know, make them jump like Rod Strickland.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's forever.
That's like,
you know, Wu-Tang is one of the greatest, you know, groups, rap groups ever. And they're from New York. So, I mean, that's like forever ever. So, I mean, I'm proud of that.
Well, yeah, and it's a sign of how much you mean to New York.
Yeah, no, it's much appreciated.
Yeah.
the New York thing is so cool to me. I like, there's like a weird, we were talking earlier about how like basketball culture wise, like Kentucky is like a very specific, I don't think people realize how much people love basketball in Kentucky.
Right.
But New York, it's like a different thing. Like the identity that New York basketball has is just so cool and so precious to people, I feel like, and you guys are very protective of it.
Yeah, because New York, I mean, I remember growing up, and you know, when you were out of New York and you go to different cities, different states, what have you, different tournaments, like that was a big deal. Like you walked in the door, people looked at you a certain kind of way.
Like
you
the
know,
gauchos, basically?
Like the gauchos, you know, they looking at you like, wow, this is New York. You know, so there's a big time history there. And like you said, the gauchos, I grew up in, you know, I think one of the greatest AAU programs ever. And it started, you know, it started this whole thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it still carries that same weight? Do you think like being a New York City basketball player has diminished?
It has, because it's like the NBA. It's like the United States was the NBA place. Now overseas, you know, people catch up.
Yeah.
So now New York was that kind of aura. But now, you know, there's basketball players everywhere. You know, you got Chicago, Philly, DC. You know, you can go to Alabama or whatever. I mean, it's all over. So it's changed. Basketball is everywhere.
Yeah, well, at least we know people around the world are trying to emulate God.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Currently.
And that's so crazy, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Sham, that's my guy. But just that, like, you know, I look at Sham and I see what he's doing. He's in Dallas. And, you know, I look at him like, you know, like he got a move.
Keeping that alive.
Like he has a move, you know? And all these kids will, again, it's like Wu-Tang, and I said forever, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's how it is with God, Sham God.
Yeah.
Like that move will last forever.
Or you go on Twitter after somebody does a sham god in the game, and it's just like, even kids, I mean, I'm 33, and there'll be like kids in their teens saying sham god, and I'm like,
So he will forever be known. You know, he walked in the building, that's God, Sham God. You know?
Oh, well, once he changed his name to God, Sham God, I feel like we had like a big meeting wherever I was. It was like, stop the presses. Sham God Wells changes. Like, you know, he had some bigger vision.
And he's New York, so you know, that's my guy.
That's what I'm getting at.
You know, talking about like that New York basketball culture, like who were you pretending to be when you were playing out?
Washington.
Oh.
Yeah?
Carl Washington. I mean, there was so many, you know, my brothers I looked up to. That's where it all started. I wanted to be like my older brothers.
Yeah.
But, you know, as you know, I watched so much basketball around the city. Pearl Washington was that guy. Mm-hmm. We would go from park to park trying to find Pearl Washington.
Oh, really? Did you ever find him?
Yeah. Well, I'm saying find him. That doesn't really make sense. We knew he was playing.
Right.
But we would go, you know, wherever he was playing at.
Just watch.
We were there. We were front seats. You know, he just passed not too long ago, and I looked at his videos afterwards, right? And I said, wow. Like, I watched some of his maneuvers and how, you know, how he went around the court, and I saw me in that. Mm-hmm. You know, like he goes to the basket and how he kind of gets away from the defender to lay the ball up, or how he throws the ball out in transition, or the in and out. And I was looking at it like, wow, that's me. Like, you know what I mean? I got that from him.
Yeah. Kyrie does that. Kyrie does the throw ahead and go get it, and like when he splits and stuff.
New York.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Hey folks, I appreciate you watching, and if you like this video, click the like button and be sure to subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter at JKyleMann. Say hey.